YouTube actually watching me from YouTube, because I can see that there are a lot of people currently online. So if you are also watching me on YouTube, kindly drop your name and you drop your APS code if you are one of my students. And if you are not any of my students again, you can actually just watch and get more information concerning this life. So like I said, we are going to be starting with the journey of a lot of people actually want to make money online. A lot of people have gotten different courses, they've gotten different coaches or different people online that promises them that this is how to make money online. When you get this particular thing, you are going to get money online. But at the end of it, you are always seeing that you are not actually making money online. So I can see you from YouTube. You are welcome. You are welcome. I can see your chat over there. So now this particular live is for you to show you clarity of how money can be made online. I already made a video yesterday, but I'm sure a lot of people may not watch it. So that is why I'm trying to give out this opportunity again for every of my students to actually watch this particular or listen to this thing so that they can know this is the process for me to follow if I really want to make money online, so that you will not even disturb yourself. You will know where you are going right from the beginning. So let's get started. Like I said yesterday, you want to make money online. That is the quote. Buying one particular course, learning one particular skill, or somebody promising you that this particular thing will actually make you this money, it is a big lie that requires, let me say, some evidences, because one particular thing can never make you money online. That's the bitter truth. So now let me walk you through how you can actually make money online and everything you are going to be needing, so that if you have a pen, you can jot some things down. If you don't have a pen, you can just listen. So if so far you are one of my students, I'm going to drop you the video after I'm done with this live section. Now, you want to make money online. The first thing that you need to put in your mind before you start your journey, before you even think of, I want to start making money online, the first thing that you need to have in your mind is that, what do I want to sell to the public? What is that thing that has value that I can actually give out to the public and that will make them to pay me money? For example, what do you have? Let's say you have a graphic designing skill. You see that that skill is valuable, so you can actually use that skill to start making money online because you have something valuable. But that skill alone that you have can never make you the money online. I hope you are getting me now. A lot of people have graphic designing skill. A lot of people have article writing skill. A lot of people have programming skill. A lot of people have different skills online. But I will tell you, that particular skill alone cannot make you money online. But the first thing you need to have in order for you to make money online is to have a skill that you can actually sell online to people as service, or you have a product, because I know that a lot of my students, the majority of them are somebody that sell products. I have some people that sell jewelry, some people sell bags, some people sell a lot of things online, and they may be struggling to also make money online. Yes, it's possible, because that product that you have alone cannot make you money online. It's just like you having a skill. It's just like you having a knowledge. All those things are just the things that you need to first have before you start making money online. But that thing alone can never make you money online. So what is the next step you need to follow if you have gotten something of value that you want to offer to the public in order for you to make money online? So I tell every of my students that online making money is a journey, that you need to pick them one step at a time till you get to a stage where you consistently make your money online. So, and you really need to understand this process in order for you to make it easier for you to understand. So, what do I mean? You've already gotten a skill, you have a product, or you have a knowledge that is valuable that you can actually sell to people. So the next thing for you to look for or look out to after you have gotten a skill, after you have a product, or after you have a knowledge that can actually make you money online, the next thing you need to start looking out for is what we call strategy. So strategy is the second thing you need to look out to in order for you to start making money online. You have a skill. I'm going to be making use of skill as an example, and I'm also going to be making use of product as an example, because I'm sure that is where majority of my students falls under. So a lot of them have a product, while a lot of them have a skill, but they are not making money online. So how do you go about it? You have that thing. The next thing you need to go and learn how to use is what? Is strategies that you need to follow in order for you to utilize that skill that you have, or to utilize that particular product that you have, in order for you to make money online. So I hope you can see the process now. The first process is to get something of value, which is, it could be a skill, a product, or a knowledge. So once you have that particular thing first, the second thing you now need to have is what we know as strategies that you can actually use to sell that. And there are a lot of strategies online. So like I said, I'm going to be making use of skill, and I'm also going to be making use of skill and product. So let's make use of skill first. I have an article writing skill, and I want to start making money online. The next thing I said you need to follow is to get the strategies that people follow, people that already have the skill. What strategies do they follow that actually make them that money online? So that is where you will go and start building your portfolio. As somebody that have a skill, you will start building your portfolio. How do you build your portfolio? It's very, very simple. It's just like a landing page that people that will be giving you job, they need to see before they can actually give you a job. That is, if you have a skill, you need to build your portfolio. And all these things are things that are very, very easy to create. It's very, very easy to create. So once you build your portfolio, inside your portfolio, you need to make sure that you have something that certifies you that you are actually a certified person with that skill. Let's assume you have a graphic designing skill. Inside your portfolio, you need to have probably 1 or 2 certificates that you acquire from where you learned your skill. So this will make people that will give you jobs see that, oh, this particular person that I want to give out this job to is somebody that knows it very well. Although it is not compulsory, but it is something that is very, very important that you need to have. So that is it in your building your portfolio. So in your portfolio, again, for anybody that have a skill, in your portfolio, you need to have a lot of jobs that you have previously done for somebody in your portfolio, because people that will be giving you job, they need to see samples of what you have done before for other people, so that they can actually use that one to decide whether they will be giving you job or not. So now think about it. If you don't have a portfolio, or you don't even have anything in your portfolio, how do you want to get people to pay you? Nobody will give you the job. I hope you are seeing the process. Now we are still under strategy. Now inside your portfolio again, there are some things that you still need to add into it. You need to add your contact information. You need to add a lot of things. When you learn how to build a portfolio, they are going to teach you everything that are supposed to be there. So that is just one strategy that you need to follow after you have acquired a skill. So now you build your portfolio. So what strategies again do you need to follow as somebody that have a skill? The next strategy you need to follow is to learn how to send cold emails. All these things are something you can learn within 1 hour, something you can learn within 30 minutes. So learn how to write cold emails. They can actually teach you online. So when you know how to write cold emails, it is fine like that. Then the next thing you now need to do, this is for everybody that have a skill online. The next thing you now need to do is to now go and build your freelance platform. That is the next thing you need to do. After you have built your portfolio, then the next thing you need to do is to now build your freelance platform. So in your freelance platform, make sure everything is well optimized. What do I mean by well optimized? Well optimized simply means that you look at people's accounts that have built their own freelance platform. Look at the way they've built their own. So when you look at the way they've built their own, you are also going to build your own like their own. I hope you are getting it now. When you see that on their own, they have a lot of jobs that they put there, and you don't have any job that you've done for somebody, go and look for jobs to do. How do you even look for jobs to do? Let me give you one strategy where we get jobs to do. On all these freelance platform, all these people that usually look for people to work for them, they usually put out the topic they want you to write on. So you just pick out about 3 to 4 topics online. You can even get that on Upwork. You can get that on freelancer. You can get that on a lot of freelance platform. You will see the job that they want to give out to people. They will tell you, I want somebody that can write this particular article. I want somebody that can design this way. If you have a skill, go and do that job. You are not doing it for making money at that time. You are doing it to build your portfolio. So do at least 5 or 6 jobs. Do it and keep them down in your portfolio. Build your your freelance platform as well. Make sure you build that one too. So once you have built that one, there is a strategy that we use to get client emails online. For every of my students, I'm going to definitely teach them the strategy once they have passed through the normal process. So let me recap the process again for people that are just joining. The process is that if you want to make money online, I said you should have something of valuable that you can give out to the people. That thing could be a skill or a knowledge, or that thing could be a product that you are selling. Now that you have that skill, the next thing I said you should have is what we know as strategies, where I said you need to build your portfolio. If you have a skill, you need to build your freelance platform, and then you need to do what? The last one is that you need to build your portfolio, your social media, and then in your portfolio, I said you need to have previous job that you've done for clients. You need to have certificates in your portfolio. So after that time, I said you need to also know how to write cold emails. And after you have known how to write that one, then the next thing you need to do, come and reach out to me if you have done any of that. As my student, I'm going to teach you how to get a lot of client email online so that I can send them cold emails. So that is one aspect for those of you that have a skill that you want to sell online. So using that strategy for people that actually have products that they want to sell online is very, very easy. Instead of you building your own portfolio, if you are selling a product, portfolio is not your problem. You don't need to build a portfolio. What you only need to build is your own social media platform. You know your social media platform, your Facebook, your Instagram, your WhatsApp. Make sure you build that. And all these previous jobs that people that have skills are putting in their own portfolio, you are not putting any previous job. What are you supposed to be putting? You are just supposed to be putting the fine pictures of your products. Put them in your catalog, put them in your social media on Instagram or on your Facebook. Put them there. It serves like your own portfolio, so that when people come, people that wants to buy from you, when they see all your pictures and they see that everything is well set and well okay, it will be easier for them to patronize you and to give you their money in order for them to buy from you. So that is that for that one too. Now, please, you remember that the journey to making money online, I said the first thing is to have a skill. The second thing is to have a strategy. I hope you are following now. If you are following, you can drop a like reaction. Let me see a like reaction flowing so that I can actually see that you are following. So that is that. And the third thing that I said you need to have now is you need to know how to use some online tools. This is very, very important for you. If you sell a product or you have a knowledge, I can start seeing your like. Thank you so much for that. I can see Adetunji. I can actually see you. Yeah, thank you so much for that. So you remember what I was saying? I said the process is what? Have a skill. The second one, Festus, Pastor Festus, I can see you as well. Thank you so much. Have a skill, have a strategy, and the last thing you need to have in order for you to make money online is to know how to use some online tools. It is very, very compulsory for you. If you really want to make money online, forget about when you buy something, they tell you make money. You will not make money if you don't know how to use all these tools that I'm about to list for you. At least know how to use them, if not completely like a professional, know how to use them as a basic way, like in a basic way. So what are the first two? What are those tools? The first tool is Canva. Canva is a graphic designing tool that a lot of people use to do minor design and big design. So you that really want to make money online, please and please, all these things are things that you need to know how to use. Canva is used for designing. Know how to use that. The other one you need to know how to use is CapCut. CapCut is a video editing app that we actually use to do little video editing. Know how to use it. You can learn all these things online. You can go to YouTube to learn them. If you are jotting down, just jot down. Anytime you are available, go to YouTube, how to use Canva. A lot of people have created video on it. Learn them. It is very important. And another tool that you need to know how to use is ChatGPT. ChatGPT is one of the best tools that everybody in the world is currently talking about. If you are on this online space, you really want to make money for yourself, please don't let anybody deceive you. The only thing you need to do is to go and learn all these tools. You remember where we were starting from? We started from the first thing is to acquire a skill or you have a product. That is the first thing you need to have. When you have those things, the next thing you need to have is the strategy to use all those skills that you have. When you have the strategy, I said the third thing you need to know how to use is that tool. All those tools that are mentioned in Canva, CapCut, ChatGPT, you need to also know how to use them. I hope you are following now. So now there is another tool that you need to know how to use if you want to make money online. It is called, just know how to do keyword research. Let me put it that way. Know how to do a product or you are selling your skill. Know how to do keyword research. So with that, if you know how to use all these things, there is nothing online that will stop you not to make money online because you've done the needful like that. Then the reality is that you are definitely going to make money. If you don't make money with that particular thing you have, you can come back to my DM and just tell me you know how to use everything perfectly and you are still not making money online. I'll just give you just 3 words that do this, do this, do this, and you will start making money online. That is if you have done the needful. Please don't just come to my, when you come to my DM, I will ask you if you have a skill. I will ask you your portfolio. I will check it. I'll ask you the strategies, whether you know how to write code emails. If you know how to do all those things, trust me, you are going to know get money online. So that is that about that. Now, that is if you want to make money online, maybe selling to a client or at least selling to maybe getting 1 or 2 people to pay you. That is when you are going to be making money online. Because when I acquired all these particular things and I learned all those tools, I started getting clients one by one. I got my first client that started giving me job. At some point, I got the second client. At some point, I got the third client, and they started giving me job like that with my skill that I have. I was not selling a product then. How do I make consistent money online? So this is very important for a lot of people. They may want to know this one. The first process I mentioned, acquiring a skill, having a product, or having a knowledge. After you have gotten that one, the next thing I said you should do is to have a strategy. After getting that strategy, you have a lot of strategies. Then the next thing I said you should know how to use is to know how to use some online tools, which I have mentioned. So when you know how to use all these things, I said if you have done all this needful and you are my students, please reach out to me. I will give you a strategy to allow you to get a lot of client emails online, depending on any niche you have. Even if you have a graphic designing skill, you have a programming skill, you have any skill at all. So far, you've done the needful, you've built your portfolio, you know how to write code emails, you've built all your social media platform. Just reach out to me. I'll give you that strategy completely for free, and then you start making clients online. That is the part 1 of this live section. Now, let's move ahead to the part 2 of this live section. You already have all these skills, and probably you are still struggling to get clients online. It's possible. Yeah, it's possible for you to be like that. So what are the next thing you need to follow? You see, this online journey is a journey to everlasting money online. Forget about people promising you are going to make 1 million, you are going to make 500,000. It's not possible to make that huge amount of money as a complete beginner, but it is possible to make that huge amount of money in 1 day when you do the needful online. I hope you are getting the process now. So now there are some additional skills that you need to go and learn, irrespective of the product you are selling online, irrespective of the skill you have online, irrespective of the knowledge you have online. There are some additional skills that you really need to learn online automatically if you want to make consistent money online. Please, the number 1 skill that you need to learn if you want to make consistent money, the first step of money that I talked about is probably you just want to get clients, somebody that shall be paying you money. Do you get? But if you want to continuously make money, let's say you want to be making money every week, you want to be making money every day, just like the way some people tell you I make money every day. Do you get? If you want to be making money every day, or you want to be making money every week, or you want to be making money every month consistently online, trust me, these are the skills that you are supposed to learn. The first skill that you are supposed to learn is what we know as copywriting skill. This skill is very, very important for everybody that make money online because this skill is going to allow you to know your target audience. That is one of the first things that this skill is going to do for you, because you remember that for us to make money online, we need to have a target audience, people that we want to sell our skill to, or people that we want to sell our product to. You need to have them online. You need to create a group for them. You need to have a community for them. Every one of you know that I have a group for content writing class. I have a community, which is African Prince Alex Academy. If I want to make 20,000 naira very early tomorrow morning, it is easier for me to bring any product to my community, sell it to them, that if you are interested, buy this thing. I will see my 20 people to buy it out of the a lot of people I have there. So if you really want to make money online, you need to build a community. You need to have a target audience, people you are targeting. How do you get that people you are targeting? It is copywriting skill that will teach you how to identify your target audience online. And that is not all. Copywriting is going to do a lot in your life. It's going to allow you to know how to type. You see all this typing that we are typing online, there are some psychological something behind it, that if you don't learn copywriting skill, you may not understand that psychology that is behind it. When we talk about copywriting skill, it allows you to know how to write, how to type some things to some people that their emotion will be shaking to the extent that they will definitely do what you want them to do. That is the power of copywriting. Learn this particular skill, no matter the amount they call it. If you know the person actually know the skill, try to pay to learn that skill. It will help you a lot in your journey to make consistent money online. So that is the first skill I said you should need to learn. The second skill that you need to learn is what we know as social media content marketing skill. Let's assume you already have the skill you want to sell to people. Let's call it article writing skill. But you are not getting clients, despite that you build your portfolio, you do everything, you are still not getting clients. You see, when you have copywriting skill and you have social media content marketing skill, this social media content marketing skill will allow you to build what we know as KLT online. KLT simply means know, like, and trust. When people know you, when people like you, and when people trust you, they will definitely pay you money online. But how do you now build this thing? It is through social media content marketing skill. If you don't have the skill, nobody. Some people may pay you, but at least it's going to be difficult for you to make consistent money. But when you have that skill, they are going to teach you a lot of things in that particular skill that will allow you to understand how this online platform work. So the first skill I said it is copywriting skill. The second skill I said it is social media content marketing skill. The third skill that you need to learn, you just need to learn all these three skills. They are very, very important. It is called closing skill. Whether you have a skill or you sell a product, everybody needs this particular skill. You can see the reason why some people are making money online, why you are not making. Some people have learned a lot of things that no matter how, no matter, even if they are broke this night, with the skill that they have in their head, tomorrow morning they can make 500,000 without robbing anybody, without scamming anybody. I hope you are getting it now. So this is the reason why you also need to learn all these skills. You may not have the money to learn all those skills now. Please, it's not compulsory you go and look for money by all means. Just be doing what you are doing. Anytime you have the money, you can easily learn it. Online money is not rushing money. Online money is a growth money. You need to grow to that level. If you are not in the level, no wahala. What you are doing, probably your 9 to 5 work that you are doing, continue doing it till you will raise money to learn all those things. So when you learn all those things, you continue to grow. And when you get to that level, nobody will tell you, because all those skills that you are learning, there are a lot of strategies again inside those skills that you are going to be exposed to. When you add those strategies to the strategies that you've learned before, you will definitely understand how this online works. Trust me, it's very, very easy. It is very, very easy. Don't just be lazy. Just put your step one at a time. This is where I'm going to be starting from. This is where I'm going to be ending. And that is it. So when you learn, after you have learned these three skills that I've mentioned, the only thing you are left to do is very, very simple. It's just this three method that everybody that make money online follows. It is the lead generation, nurturing all your leads and converting them to pay you money. And trust me, you will definitely, you see this lead generation, nurturing and converting that I mentioned, it is still something that people will teach you online. When you know how to do those three things perfectly, you will see the reason behind why some people are running ads every single day. And you will see the reason why some people keep generating leads every single day. So far you generate leads every day, you will continue to make money every day. That is just the bitter truth that anybody will not tell you online. If you see my ad on Facebook today, trust me, I will make money that day. That's the bitter truth that you will not know. But you cannot understand this thing if you don't learn all these skills that I mentioned behind. Please take notes. Don't jump. A lot of people online, because they know that lead generation, nurturing, and this thing is this and that, they quickly start to run ad. If they run ad, they will be giving Facebook money instead of them to be getting money. They will be giving Facebook money because of what? They've not done the needful. I try to emphasize this for every of my students to actually try to do the needful before jumping to making money online. You will make the money online. The money is there for you. Online is too wide for anybody cannot have all the money online. You will take your share from it, but you will only take your share from it when you take your time to do the needful. That is when you are going to get your share from it. So, what are the needful you are supposed to do? The first thing is to have a skill, or have a product, or have a knowledge, something of value that you can offer to the public. Once you have that thing, the second thing you need to do, learn strategies of how that thing you already have, the strategies that it's used to work. When you learn those strategies, then the next thing you need to do is to now learn some tools that I've mentioned above: Canva, CapCut, and all others. You can make research by yourself. You will have so lot of tools all these tools you can learn them within one day. You can use one day to learn all these things. They are not something that are hard to do, but a lot of people don't understand how this online works. Probably that is why you are trying to get this, get that, get this, get that, and you are still not understanding. So this is the process. I am listening for you now. So as you follow the process one after the other, trust me, you are definitely going to understand how this online platform work, and it is easier for you to follow that to actually make money for yourself. So after that time, you then now start your lead generation. You can generate lead organically without paying any Facebook. I have generated over 1,000 leads before I started running ad at all. And all those 1,000 people that I've generated have paid me money online. Why did they pay me money online? Because I've been able to build my KLT with the social media content marketing skill that I have. I've been able to get my target audience with the copywriting skill that I have, and I've been able to close them with the closing skill that I have. So please, all these skills are very, very important for you, irrespective of the skill or the anything you already have to yourself. So I think that is where I'm going to be stopping this night concerning the live section of how to actually make money online. So thank you so much for joining. And for my batch 21 participants that have any question and answer, please, you can actually start dropping your question in the comment section. And if you want to talk, you can actually unmute yourself and ask your question. And for those that are on YouTube, that are currently watching me on YouTube, if you also want to ask a question, thank you so much, Abdul Gafar Olakunle. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bamidele Wasiu. And okay, thank you so much. If you have a question from YouTube, if you want to ask me a question from YouTube, kindly also drop your question in the comment section. Once I see your question, I'm going to answer it. We have just 5 minutes to do this. So please, if anybody have a question, you can let me know. Pastor Johnson, I saw your hand up. Please, can you ask your question now? Thank you.
Yes. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
First and foremost, I use this opportunity to really thank you and your for the kind gestures that you have verily exhibited to all the Nigerian youths and African and beyond. God bless you, sir, in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you so much.
Now, sir, I will crave your indulgence if there is a way you can help us to put it on our page, because while you were talking, you were breaking off. We cannot get you. Like, I think the network is so bad. Then one question I would like to ask is that you talk of the Facebook and the lead. I don't really understand that lead. And I used to hear about this monetization of the Facebook. Is he also a part of skill one can learn as well? Thank you.
All right. So thank you so much for that question. So starting from what you said first, that the network was breaking. So it's possible like that. So I'm going to be dropping the replay back to the group. The replay of this live section, I'm going to drop it back to the group so that everybody can actually follow it to rewatch the video if they really want to rewatch the video. So that is that about the first one. So the second one, you said you don't understand what that lead is all about. So you will not understand as a beginner like this. Yes, you may not understand. The reason being that there are some lead is just people that we generate. That's just the meaning of lead. People that don't know us before that we try to generate. So that is what lead is all about. Like you can see that presently you don't also know me before, but now I generated you through that lead generation. So how did I do that? I was able to do that because I've been able to learn some strategies to follow to do that, and I've been able to learn some tools that allow me to do that. And you can remember what I said from the beginning of my video, that after you have a skill like this, the next thing you need to learn is strategies, and then you learn the tools. Do you get it now? So when you learn all those things accordingly, you are going to be growing to the extent that you are going to understand that lead. When they are teaching you under copywriting skill, they'll be talking about the lead. They'll be talking about your customers and how to handle them, how to get them. Everything is what they will teach you under those skills that I mentioned above. So when you learn the skills, you are going to be exposed, and by then you'll be able to understand what that lead is and how you can also start your own lead, whether you want it organically or you want it in a paid way. So please, have I answered your question? Okay, so there's another person.
Yes, yeah.
All right.
Answer my
So
question.
thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much.
Thank you so
Just
much.
try, and we will be expecting all those who have. ah,
All right, no problem. I'll send it by the grace of God. So I have another person raising hand. Ogochuku, please, you can go ahead. Okay, so while we wait for Ogoshuku to unmute his mic or her mic, please let me quickly answer this question from YouTube. So from Abdul Gafar, he said, my question goes thus: how can I get rid of registration from all these platforms you mentioned? How can I get rid from how can I get rid of registration from all these platforms you mentioned? So I don't understand the rid of registration. I don't know whether you don't want to register, or let me assume that your question says that how do you register on all these platforms that I mentioned? Yes, all those platforms that I mentioned. I just said freelance platform. I didn't mention any platform anyways. So there are some freelance platform online that you need to take note. I usually give every of my students all those ones to register on. So that is that on that one, because that is the one I know. So when we talk about the platform for social media, you just need to build your social media, just Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and anyone you want to build. So how do you build it? It needs the guidance of people that have already built their own to guide you through. You may not understand building it by yourself. You can easily reach out to people. That was why I said the freelance platform that you are building as well, for you to build your own in a very standard way, you need to look at people that have already built their own in a standard way so that you can follow their full step to building your own as well. So let me hear your question. Thank you from Ogochuku. I hope I've been able to answer the question, Abdul Gafar. All right, good evening. We can hear you. Okay, you said I should do what to those things? Okay. Okay, so I said the three skills that are very important for you to have, irrespective of any skill that you want to sell to people. Probably you have a graphic designing skill before, or you have article writing, or you have any skill at all that you want to sell to people. I said these three skills are the skills that you need to have, additional skills that you need to have in yourself. And I mentioned them, which is the copywriting skill. I said this skill will allow you to know your target audience. This skill will allow you to know how to write persuasive copy. This skill will allow you to know how to write to people to get their urgency, to buy something from you, to do anything. That is what that copywriting skill will allow you to do, to allow people generally online to do what you want them to do. That is what copywriting skill will do for you. The second skill I said it is social media content marketing skill. This skill will allow you to know how to market your content online. You remember that probably you have article writing skill. This social media content marketing skill will allow you to market this particular skill in a way that people that need your service, they will reach out to you. A lot of the time, I don't look for client again. I just market myself online. When I market myself online, people see my post and they'll be like, oh, you write article for people. Can you write article for me? Oh, you are writing final projects for students. I want to write my own. Some people will reach me, do you write essay? I write for them. So that is it, because I have been able to learn the skill and I can market my skill. So that is what. The third one is closing skill. Closing simply means like somebody should close somebody to, maybe somebody wants to buy something from you and the person is now doubting. I'm not sure I will buy this thing because it's still not giving me what I wanted. So when you have a closing skill, you'll be able to talk to that person in a way that the person will automatically buy anything you want to sell to them. Probably if you want to sell your skill. For example, now let's say you have a client from abroad and the client is now telling you that, send me your portfolio, let me see it. The client is now looking at your portfolio and it was now like, oh, I don't really get much information about your portfolio. I don't think you are best fit for this particular job. So when you have a closing skill, you'll be able to close your client by explaining to your client what you have, by explaining to your client the benefit of what you have, and by changing the mind of your client that you can actually do the job for your client so that the client can actually give you the job. So that is what closing skill will help you to do. For example, a lot of people sell product online. And when people see their products, probably they will tell them, I'll get back to you. I don't have money now. Or I'll get back to you. I'm not interested now. When you have a closing skill, it will be easier for you to change all those people's mind to buy from you. So that is majorly what that closing skill will do for you to make making money online easy for you. And this skill help people that run ad a lot. When you run ad and you want to sell your product to them, you run ad, you want to sell your skill to them, a lot of people will tell you, oh, I'm not sure you are real. I'm not sure you are, hope you are not a scammer. With your social media content marketing skill that you have used to build your social media, when you just send the person your page, the person will automatically trust you that you are not a scammer. With your copywriting skill, you'll be able to talk to that person in a way that the person will definitely still pay your money. And if the person now said, I don't have money now, with your closing skill, you'll be able to close that person by letting the person have some, maybe telling the person some important reason why the person needs to join your class or the person needs to buy your product, whereby the person will not have any choice than to say, oh, I think I need to buy this particular, although I don't have the money, but I will buy this thing. So that is the power of closing skill. If you don't have all these skills, it may be difficult for you to get people to pay you online. So that is that about that. Okay, so another question. Have I been able to answer the question, please? Ogochukwu. Okay, so I have another, thank you so much. I have another question we are going to be ending this live in just 4 minutes time. It's almost 10 o'clock. So another question from YouTube. The person said that, please, can you suggest for us any freelance platform a beginner can get started with apart from Fiverr? Yeah, there are lots. Fiverr is saturated. Upwork is saturated. Let me just say, all the freelance platform, even the world itself is saturated with businesses. The only thing you need to do, forget about people that are saturated. Focus on yourself. Look at it now. There are a lot of money to be made if you build your portfolio the right way. Even if you build it on Upwork, if you build it on Fiverr, you are going to see clients. That is if you do the needful. So focus on yourself, and the only platform that I can recommend for you presently is Writers Gig. because that is where I've gotten a lot of my own clients from. And it is best friendly for beginners because they will give you an assessment before you join. That your assessment, when you pass it correctly, they will give it to a client. So if the client like your job, the client can easily reach out to you. My first client online, I didn't look for that client. The client reached out to me that, am I open for job? And the job that I wrote for Writers Gig as my assessment was the job the person gave me as my first project. So it's easier for people to get client on Writers Gig. That is where I recommend for every of my students for now. So another person said, hello, good evening. Please, can I come online late? I understand that one. So what best freelance platform can I use? I should suggest for you. So that is what I suggest for freelancers. Majorly, I focus on Writers Gig. You can also focus on Writers Gig. But the main thing you should focus on is not the platform. Focus to yourself. Do the needful. When you do the needful, you will definitely get the right people to reach out to you. What are the needful? Build your portfolio. Inside your portfolio, have your certificate. Inside your portfolio, have your previous job that you have done for clients. How do you get your previous job if you don't have any clients before? Just go to all those freelance platforms. Get the jobs that clients are sending there that they are wanting people to do for them. You do the job. Do the job and use those jobs to build your portfolio. Do about 5 or 6 or 7. So at least do them and keep them in your portfolio. Another thing you need to have in your portfolio is to make sure you have reviews. Have reviews. Get reviews from people that you have worked for. You can even volunteer to work for people. When you work for them, get their review and then add all those reviews in your portfolio. So by the time you now learn these 3 skills that I mentioned to yourself, you now understand how to market yourself online. When you market yourself, a lot of people will see you, and when they see you, they will definitely buy from you. I think I've been able to answer that question. So thank you so much for joining this live session tonight. I really, really appreciate you guys. And I am sure and I'm assuring you that if you have any question that is bothering you, my DM is always open for every African youth to reach out to me. You can see I'm also youth like you, but I'm just trying to give out the information and the knowledge that I have concerning making money online so that a lot of people can also benefit from this particular knowledge so that we can also all make money online. So thank you so much for joining this live section, and I'll be willing to answer any of your question in my DM. So we are going to be ending this live now by the special grace of God. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining from YouTube and those that joined this live section here. Thank you so much. And your reactions that you are dropping, I'm so happy and I'm so grateful. Thank God. Okay. Thank you so much too from YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's have a good night rest. Bye for now. Amin ya Allah.